Hey everybody, Mohammed Sheikh here. Many years ago, I had the opportunity to work with a teenage girl who was told that she had depression and had been seeing a therapist for about a year off and on. When her parents brought her to me, I asked her to teach me how she does depression. So she started telling me about her story and how difficult life is and what's happened to her in the past. And it was quite evident that she has told this story many times and she had it well rehearsed. But this wasn't what I had asked. So I interrupted her. I said, I'm not asking you how you're feeling. And I'm not asking you to tell me, your life story or what had happened in your past. What I'm asking is, I want you to teach me how to be depressed. Like, how do you do it? What do I need to do? What do I need to think of? What do I need to focus on? Maybe what I don't need to do. Now, she's never been asked this question, which was kind of the whole point. And so now she had to begin to consciously shift her awareness and her focus away from being in the story to being outside of the story, which is empowering in and of itself. Now, how someone does anything is unique to that individual. And for her, it had everything to do with her self-dialogue. She told me all the things that she says to herself every day. When she was walking to school, when she was on the bus, when she was just studying for school or doing her homework, she would say things like, "You're stupid. You're ugly. You will never have any friends. Your sister is better than you at everything. You're such a disappointment. You don't do anything right. You don't know how to listen to others." Yeah, some pretty bad stuff. But this was exactly what I was looking for. I mean, if you think about it, as I said to her, if I was to say these same things to myself all the time, well, I'll just start believing that it's true. And even if I didn't, it would absolutely make me feel very depressed. In NLP, there is something called submodalities, which is basically an understanding that our brain codes experiences, the experiences or the memories that we have through our five senses. And the senses have these nuances and details to them. Because her method of creating this depressive state had to do with what she's saying to herself. And like I said, it's unique for everyone. It had to do with the auditory or the listening sense. So I simply asked her, what would happen if she went just inside into her mind and turned off the sound? So she couldn't hear it anymore. So she closed her eyes and she just went inside and she turned off the sound. And she said, well, it's a little bit better, but it's quieter, but I still know it's there. I said, okay, well, let's try something else totally different. Let's make the sound normal again. Turn the volume right to back where it used to be. But this time, how about we change the voice? So it's not your voice. Change it to someone that sounds like, a person that you can never take seriously, someone that just makes you laugh, someone that even if they were telling you words of wisdom that you just couldn't believe. So she actually turned to me and said, "You mean like Donald Trump?" I simply replied, "Why don't we test that?" Because I didn't want to open that kind of worms with her. But she went ahead, so she closed her eyes and started saying the same words that she would say to herself, but in a funny way, in this different voice. And suddenly, after a few seconds, she began laughing. I asked her, what happened? Why are you laughing? She said she just couldn't take it seriously anymore. And this short intervention taught her a number of things, but most importantly, it taught her that she has power over her thoughts, not the other way around. And she learned how to be free of doing the very thing she was doing every day that was creating her depression. You see, once the mind learns a different way to perceive the same experience, it never forgets it. And the mind will always choose the best option. It can choose to go back to saying all those nasty things, but why would it? It knows better now. You'll be learning all about submodalities and how to quickly change state in your kids and in yourself in just minutes in my upcoming NLP Skills for Parents workshop. Plus, you'll also be learning a powerful intervention which takes about 20 minutes to do, give or take, which is all about getting your child out of their story, because it's only when you're out of your story that you can actually change it. And as I've been saying before, everything that you will learn, you can learn to empower yourself. After all, children don't listen to their parents. What they actually do is model their parents' behaviors and how their parents react in various situations. So the more empowered and resourceful we are, the more our children will be as well. If you have any questions at all, simply reach out, but get your spot in this workshop, because either you can wait until small issues become big issues and then you got to pay for sessions, or you can pay less and learn simple tools and techniques in order to keep small issues exactly that, small issues. See you in the workshop. Bye.